warning was issued after President Mattarella called a halt to talks on Monday evening, when it became clear that the political deadlock that followed the election held on March 4 would not end with a coalition government. The president said the country is in need of a government, and urged parties in parliament to back a neutral cabinet which would legislate on the budget, attend the EU summit in June and bring in changes to electoral law. President Mattarella added that not backing this government would mean the first time in the history of the republic that a legislature ends without even starting, but anti-EU Lega and Eurosceptic Five Star Movement are fiercely opposed to a neutral cabinet, calling for an election as early as July. The attitude of the voters will change, as other parties have demonstrated to think only about their own interests. They have been irresponsible and cynical. Luigi Di Maio, Five Star Movement's leader. 5SM's political leader Luigi Di Maio wrote on Twitter, "No support for a neutral government, which is the same as a government of technocrats. Let's vote in July." He later added, following a meeting with the Five Stars elected MPs, "The Assembly has voted to return to the ballot. The attitude of the voters will change. As other parties have demonstrated to think only about their own interests, they have been irresponsible and cynical." Lega leader Matteo Salvini, who following the election had seemed keen on ensuring a political alliance with Mr. Di Maio, said, "We either get a center-right-wing government or we vote in the summer. We don't have time to lose. There can't be any cabinet of experts such as Monti 1. Getty Italia's president Sergio Mattarella urged parties to support a neutral government. Lega's leader Matteo Salvini won 2 regional elections in the last 2 months. Italians will give us the majority this time and we will change Italy by ourselves. Lega has good chances to increase its number in parliament with a new round of election if the outcome of regional votes held since March is to be taken into account." Mr. Salvini's party won in both the northern region of Friuli Venezia Giulia and in the central one of Molise by a landslide. But Mr. Di Maio is confident his party, which alone gained 33% of the votes on March 4, will perform even better. Get to Five Star Movement's Luigi Di Maio said he is confident his party will gain the majority in July. Polls now put Five Star at 35% nationally, but Mr. Di Maio said he could push that to the 40% target that allow parties to form a majority in the Italian parliament. Italians could be called to vote again as early as July 22, setting a new precedent in the history of the country's election, which were never held during the summer because much of the country shuts down. Forza Italia, the party who was part of the center-right-wing coalition with Lega, also backed the idea of going back to the ballot but warned it would be a better idea to wait until the autumn. The Democratic Party (PD) was the only major elected force to support President Mattarella neutral government.